Hello, friends. Welcome to our second YouTube catch up. Whether you are live or watching later, so happy that you be here. Tonight is very special. We're talking about chapter 3 of the Art2Heal book. It's about the inner child, and we'll be reconnecting with part of us that is playful, creative, maybe a bit mischievous. So get comfy, grab your favorite snack, and let's jump in. My snacks. So before since people will be coming, so I brought Guaraná Antarctica from Brazil. On this today in a Latino Latin shop, New Town. I also found paçoca. Only found this one. This is paçoca is I think they call peanut roll. It's like peanuts with sugar, roasted peanuts with sugar. And I also got goiabada, which is guava. I think the name in English is guava paste. Remember this from my childhood. Um, my mom used to have this, and we usually in Minas Gerais, in Brazil, we eat this with cheese, slices of cheese. Perfect. So I won't be eating this now, but I might be eating. I'm drinking this for sure. I might be eating this. So before we start, I'll do like a recap of what we did last time. I just want to check if everybody, if there's someone online, just to check if everything is streaming correctly. Can you see me properly? Just say hi. Just say hi in the chat, just to confirm that everything is okay. This is working properly. This time, I promise that I'll try to keep the flow more fluid, so we avoid like those awkward silence that I was like, oh, waiting for people to respond because I imagine that if you're watching this after, I'd be very bored. So I'll do my best. I'm getting better on this, I promise. So quick recap. So last time we were talking about the ego, the character. So this is the extra page that we get when you scan the QR code in the book. So we came here, we did this. This was chapter 2, and we did the ego part. So we did like a guided meditation. You can watch again, clicking here. You can watch again the live ago. And this was the artwork. We can watch the time lapse of me doing the collage after what was finished after the live. This time we will be doing this chapter 3 and the inner child. This meditation that we'll be doing here live today, it's always here as well. And this is, yeah, so all the images will be here as well. So basically we'll follow the same. Back to camera. So agenda for the night. So tonight it's a more fun activity. So we'll be making some games and sharing a few things about the our child. Hopefully, I brought some magazines from Brazil that I got with last time that I was there. No, Turma da Mônica, one of my favorite characters. I use them in my artworks as well. If you see, since my first series, Kura, there was some pieces from 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 this cartoon. So I like to introduce them, like hide them as well in between things. If you see like early stages of my artworks, there's always like a character from these cartoons hidden somewhere. That's the way my child likes to play around. Um, so we'll be doing this, discussing the content about chapter 3, and then we'll be doing the guided meditation, games, and then hopefully you get inspired to your artwork. To participate in this live, why am I talking? You can feel free to start cutting things. So it would be best for you if you have scissors or professional cutter, glue, and paper and magazines and books. Um, Also, if you don't have it, that's fine. You can watch the live now. Just get some inspirations, get something to take notes in case you see anything or you feel anything during the especially during the meditation, and then you can do it later. Why I'm waiting for people to come? A few updates. So we have, just a reminder, we have the WhatsApp group called Recortinho Time. Recortinho is a word in Portuguese called little cut. So this is a community that I'm building there on WhatsApp to merging readers from the book, but also people that join in my workshops. So it's a way for us to build a community of creative people, to engage and I try to share at least every day a prompt or something that's part of my day, my creative tasks with everybody there. So feel free to join us. The links are everywhere, but I can send you the links. I will put in also in the description of this video for you to join us. What else? The book. I told before I was selling the book only on Amazon. I just got a few copies now. I brought some author copies, so I'm selling them now in the studio and also online through my website. So if you want, is www.art2heal.me. The book is for sale over there as well. Another news is this next Friday, 22nd, if you're in Sydney, feel free to join us at Kinsella's, close to Oxford Street in the city. I will be participating in the art battle competition. So basically, it's 12 artists will be competing during 20 minutes to create something, and I think it's 3 rounds. I'm participating more for the fun and also for the statement as well. Like I will be the first collage artist to participate, so I think it will be really cool that these kind of competitions are starting to get open to embrace us collage artists. So feel free, if you don't have anything to do on Friday, join us. Will be fun. They have DJs playing, so it's a very fast-paced environment. So it'll be really cool, and it's very interesting, very challenging. Imagine creating like a collage in 20 minutes on canvas. So I'll be there. I think it's 7 p.m. First round. I'll be participating in the first round. Another thing is I'm preparing something very special for the mid-November related to this book. So basically is a new experience, more deep experience related to the book that um, part of part of the more intense part of the book will be contemplating during a few days in a different experience. So watch this space. I'll be promoting this soon. And finally, I'm preparing in September to make a few changes in the dynamic of my classes. So from now on, I'll be launching extra classes with different teachers as well. So I want to incorporate different modalities of art to engage with my community. So I'm inviting different teachers to collaborate with me, not necessarily just collage, but also bringing other types of crafts and also variances of collage so we can practice more. So feel free, feel free to join us on WhatsApp or on my social media. It's fabio.borges at the end, and I'll be announcing everywhere these new classes. So it will be amazing, well, in these different modalities, and you can keep like engaging with your creativity along the way. So basically, it's all the news that I have. So if you don't know me, my name is Fabio Borges. I'm a collage artist, on author, and also art practitioner. This is my studio, Art2Heal, in Chippendale in Sydney. I run sections for individuals, for couples, for friends, for teams here at the studio, but also in private events like birthdays, weddings, baby showers. Yesterday I was in a wedding. If you're around Sydney, please, be a pleasure to have you here in one of the experiences. You don't need to be a very creative and artsy person. I promise you that you will find that person here. Um, so yeah, so let's start for chapter 3, Inner Child. So inner child, the conversation about inner child, let's make it this as soft and fun as possible. So there's a lot of conversation nowadays about inner child, right? So if you can see a lot of people talking about the pain mixing inner child with the pain body, um, relating inner child a lot with nostalgia, um, and I think it's good to understand the inner child as another character that we carry. Remember that we last week, last live, we spoke about the ego, the persona. Inner child is another one. Inner child is that part of us that feels, dreams, that reacts, is the first one that reacts. You know, when you are in a situation that someone confronts you or someone says something that you don't like, that first reaction is the child. Um, so I I I love this topic because we all, at the end of the day, we are all children reacting to this crazy world and trying to survive and do the best that we can, and adapt. So what I've learned from my journey is, at the end of the day, I need to learn how to negotiate all the time with this boy and with that guy that is my ego that is trying to help me but doesn't know how, like, all the time how to help me. So it's all a negotiation. If you go, like, let's go about theory, like Paul Young said that it was like the essence. um I have two books that I mentioned them in the book. Let me show you here. Here, two books that I mentioned. One is Homecoming from John Bradshaw. He talks a lot about reclaiming and healing your inner child. So he said a lot about emotional patterns, both like the good and the tricky ones that come from the young self. So it's a very good book for you to go deeper in this topic about inner child. And another one, it's a classic, like Emotional Intelligence from Daniel Goleman. Um, this book, my mom gave me this book like years ago, and I was reading again when I was writing this book, and it's so refreshing to go back there now where I am and read that book again. So it was really nice. So I truly recommend that to everybody. Um, Daniel said in this book that basically by the age of 2, our limbic system, like the emotional brain, is rapidly developing. So it's almost like a sponge that absorbing everything, every single absence in every single thing that inspires everything around you. We're absorbing like sponges. And by the 3 to 6 years, basically by repetition and adaptation, the child knows exactly how to, let's use this word manipulate, but how to survive in that environment. So the child knows how to adapt, how to manipulate, how to confront, how to expect. So we need to, when we talk about inner child, we need to understand that we have various phases of this inner, and it's a very complex and a um, very strong, that has a very strong sense of adaptability. It adapts really fast and adjusts really fast. So I think it's very important for us to honor the child, not as just an infantile or like as I said, like nostalgia, a kid. It's important to understand that that was one of the was the first defense mechanism that we were the our persona was created. So it's good to look at that persona as an entity that it's still on you, acting all the time, and it's good to bring this to help you navigate the journey. Because, like what I wrote about the book about the inner child, it's not for us to live in pain. It's, if you come with trauma, we all have traumas, but if we carry some sort of pain, your childhood, it's not for you to be there, to get that and stay there. Is to bring both parts of it. You can engage, acknowledge, and heal the, the traumatic part of it, but you can also bring the very fun, very active, very curious part of the child and apply on a daily basis for you to have fun. And because at the end of the day, like the adult on us, it's only working, going to the gym, paying bills, groceries, coming back home, paying bills, sleeping. So how can we incorporate the child in a healthy way without escapism? How can we bring, like in my case, it's definitely through art. But how can you do it? By dancing, singing, walking, playing in nature. How can you bring that state of childhood, that it's the curiosity, that sense of oneness, that you participate with everything, like you want to touch things, you want to experience things. How can you bring that and apply that to your daily life? um and also, like, the amazing thing, like also that Daniel says about the brain, is that our brain is totally is plasticity, right? Like, so we are adjusting, adapting all the time. So we can heal wounds, we can give new meanings to things, and we can embrace that child, and we can have that conversations with that child every single day. Like, I usually say to my friends, like most of the time, like sometimes like, oh, the child, it's like, it's almost like in my head, it's almost like all the time I'm seeing this little boy sitting here and this guy, my ego, sitting here, and it's all a negotiation. So we keep negotiating all the time. So sometimes when someone says something, the child gets very angry. I was like, wait, I know. Or let's say another example. Oh, I don't like to do finance. So every time that I need to do finances, my child gets super bored, annoyed. So I was like, okay, I feel that in my body, the discomfort. Let's make an agreement. Let me work with finances because I need that for 2 hours. If we do this, we can run after in the park. We can do something else. Let's swim in the ocean. Let's go to the gym, do some exercise. What do you think? It's almost like it's this negotiation in my brain all the time. So that's how I'm now dealing with. So yeah, I have some questions in the book, and I have brought the answers here for you. So if you have paper in pen, make some notes. So I'll make those questions now. Let's do this memory key game now and see what you get, and I'll show you mine as well. So the first question is, what was your favorite sweet as a child? Um, So can someone on in the chat, if you want to participate, I'll be reading as well. I'm trying to keep the tone more fluid this time, but I'll be paying attention to the chat as well. So my favorite one was dulce de leche that my grandma used to. Actually, I put where is it? Uh, Here. So here, my first one was dulce de leche. Sure. I have like beautiful stories from my mom tells me when I was visiting my grandma and she was cooking and I was asking for more and for more and for more and for more. And then, yeah, and she was always giving me. So, yeah, dulce de leche for sure is my favorite. Um, Second question. Did you have a pet, your own pet? I have many, 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 many. The most famous one that I remember, I had 33 guinea pigs, those little rabbits like with no ears. Um, Started with two, a couple during Easter, from my godfather, and then after a year, it was 33. So imagine, I had all of them in my backyard. And I also had this dog, this one mixed breed, and I called her Madonna. And I think I was 7 years old, so that said a lot about me, right? So yeah, so I remember Madonna, the dog, and I have the guinea pigs as well. Um, Third question: what song, show, or cartoon did you watch on repeat when you were young? My favorite one was the Turma da Mônica, this one from the cartoons that I showed you. A Chico Bento here was the one from Minas Gerais. I'm from Minas Gerais. Some people were calling me at school Chico Bento. My first dog, when I moved to São Paulo, like I was adult already, was calling him Chico as well because of Chico Bento. So definitely that's a very one. And there's another one that I used to watch. Remember DuckTales? DuckTales. Ooh, dun, dun. The Donald and the nephews. and Uncle Chupatinhas. I don't know in English, but I remember the song. It comes immediately in my head. Um, so what were yours? Take notes. Your favorite cartoon shows or songs that you remember. Fourth questions. Do you have a toy that you couldn't live without? Mine was this one on the top left was a dog called Sniff Sniff. I had a white one, I had a brown one, I have a female one with little ones inside. So I was crazy by them. And I remember taking them like to school. So it was a very fun. It was a very like I was sleeping with it. So yeah, I remember really well of Sniff Sniff. Fifth question was what was the most delightful scent you remember? Mine was also regarding food. So it was this. These are at the bottom here. These are the roasted, the rolls that I told you about the peanuts. So my house was in like the pathway to school. There was a manufacturer for those candies in the middle of the pathway. So every day they were making those candies, and we were walking through that you go to school, and I remember the smell of the roasted peanuts so strong. But for me, it was like so good. And before lunch, I have some nasty stories that we were stopping there to buy a few without telling my mom. But anyway, so yeah, that's a smell that I remember every time that I visit there. That smell for me, it's like home. Love it. Do you have any? What was your biggest fear as a child? Mine, I put this image here on the side. Mine was definitely riding horses. I was super afraid of horses when I was young, especially when they were riding fast. Um, and when we were kids, we were going a lot to farms. So, and I was totally scared of. Now I love them, but I still don't like to ride them like in speeding like fast. I like to go very slow. And also, is there any phrase, last one, is there any phrase an adult once said that still echoes in your head? I have one. It's not very fast, like happy one that I remember when I was writing this book was the phrase was, "If you keep saying with that voice, tone of voice, I'll dress you as your sister." Takes that. I was a very flamboyant boy. So I remember having a very like the pitch was very high, and I remember my dad saying that to me once. This is healed already. I spoke to him. He apologized. He said that he didn't remember. Uh, but interesting, like how like the my child was saving that as well. So even the way I speak nowadays, my posture, maybe it's an effect from that phase of my life. But I was able to talk to my dad. Hey, I remember this. You said that to me. He said, "Oh, I don't remember." And it's so funny, like how we remember, but he does. For him, it's something that like doesn't. It was just like a normal thing that he said, but for me, made a huge impact. So yeah, so that's one phrase someone said once, and it echoes in my head. Um, and another one that I remember from a lady that used to take care of me, that you can be whoever you want to be, and and that I carry that with me ever because I've been changing careers, I've been changing uh, cities, I've been changing countries, and I truly believe in that. It was very powerful. She was born on the same day as me, so maybe we were it's a Scorpio thing. We were celebrating Maria, her name, and yeah, and I remember she saying that she doesn't like to be put in boxes, I'm the same. I don't like to be put in boxes like, oh, you're this or that or that. I like flexibility of be whoever I want. So I hope like take notes. Those are inspirations for you to use. As you know, I like to work with symbols all the time. You don't need to be very um, you don't need to be exactly literal with the image. You can use things to represent them. This chapter is very cool because you can use cartoons and things to be like look very fun and cute, but you can put very heavy topics to heal and to transmutate and to say like, yeah, to send love using cartoon. So that's how I like to play. I like to have this kind. Um, so let's go with the guided meditation now. What do you think? I think it's and then I'll be showing my two inner charts that I made. Let's go. Let's move to the meditation now. Let me just check if I have any comments. No. Okay. Now I want you to find a comfortable position if you're not full yet, but sitting or lying down with your hands and feet relaxed, crossed. If possible, rest your head, something that feels. This meditation we will revisit the house where you grew up, reconnect with that part. So let's be this a soft return of a reconnect. So now, keeping your chin exactly where it is, I want you to gently lift your eyes as if you're looking towards your eyebrow. Take a deep breath in through your nose, slowly, more deeply, keeping your gaze lift still, and one last time. Feel deeply, lifting your eyes still. Oh, exhale, close your eyelids. Let your eyes release your jaw, release your face. I want you to imagine you are in the top of a. With each number I count, you will take one step down, thinking deeper state of calm, relaxation, openness. Come with me. 10. Your feet touch the first step. Feel the texture, coolness of 9. Your muscles soften. Your mind begins to 8. You feel the gentle weight of your body. 7, 6, going down. You can hear the sound of your 5, taking deeper, deeper. 4, 3, 2, you feel safe, light, peaceful. Before you, there's a door. This is the front door of the home where you grew up. I want you to observe the door. Open the door and walk toward. As you push the door open, you begin to move through familiar rooms. Living room, kitchen, perhaps a hallway filled with the scent of childhood. And then you arrive at your bedroom, the one you had. Observe everything slowly. Color, walls, posters, toys. Notice if a beloved pet is around. Feel the floor, air, texture of coffee. And there, sitting on the bed, look at them. Are they feeling? Just watching? Do they look sad or happy? With care, I want you to approach and offer a small gift. Offer that favorite sweet treat that you like, something that you know that makes their eye light up. This is a moment to rebuild, to reestablish a bond with presence, safety. Now, say everything they have always longed to. Tell them here now that they are no longer. Tell them adult now. Love them. Listen to them. Apologize for the distance. Explain that you were caught up in adult. Didn't know how to fix it. But now, give them space to speak. Let them tell you how you need. They're hoping gently and you will always be. You have a new home. Invite them to visit your current home. First, imagine the two of you being wrapped in a circle of light. It's a golden bubble that surrounds both of you in safety, love, and peace. So imagine you holding, and you guys are protected by the bubble. Now you're walking together back to your present day home. Show them what you built. Show your space, your favorite things, your work, your art, your joy. Show them that you're grown, that you're strong, that there's now a place where they are welcome, cherished. Show them your new toys, your technology, things that you have now. Tell them they don't have to stay alone in their room. They are free. Ask if they like to do some fun together. Then they hand you a gift, colorful box, glowing with warmth. This is a gift to you to guide you and support you. Receive it with care. Open the box. Feel what represents. You are now reconnected, supporting, listening, loving. present, both of you. Thank your inner child, let them stay and play. Do whatever brings them joy. Let them know, even as you return to your adult life, you will always be nearby, always available when they need you. And if life brings a challenge, you will face it together, gently, bravely, like a negotiator. Just like your favorite cartoon character would, or courage. Take a deep breath now. Feel this connection alive with you. Slowly into return. Move your fingers, please roll your shoulders. And when you're ready, what I usually do when I when I feel that I need to reconnect with my child, I usually say to myself like with them, my friends know that already. It's when I play video games. Usually I go to the supermarket, I buy ice cream, chocolate, candies, and I just spend like 1 or 2 hours playing video games. That's me. It's my way to say, okay, I'm hearing, you're bored or you're angry. Let's spend some time together. Try to find that space in your agenda for that. It can be listen to music that you like. It can be, no, dressing up with a color that you like. Be spending time playing with your pet. It can be making games while you're driving. You know those games that we make, like when you look at plates in cars? Simple things. But try to find little space in your agenda to have fun while we are in this crazy busy life. Um, I try to go back to the room, see the comments, came back and take notes. I had a make a channel to chat. You should drop in. Sound is dropping a bit. Oh, Nova, thank you for letting me know. I'll check it out. This time, because what happened is I was watching the last live, and I thought there was a lot of gaps in between because I was trying. It was my. And I was like, I'll try this time to be faster, so it's not boring for who is watching later. But and I didn't see people commenting, so I was like, I'm assuming that it was working. So thank you very much. I'll check because here it is showing that it is excellent the quality. So couldn't see. Maybe the next live I'll have someone participating with me to I'll ask a friend to be with me just to confirm that it's working properly. But thank you very much. And Livia, oh Romeo and Juliet, yes, you have this. I found this. I'll have for sure for dessert tonight. My grandma, she used to have every time that you go there to visit her, there was at least like 2, 3 different types of like sweets like this on the table every single day. I remember going there every day to eat. Um, oh, my microphone. Okay. Um, well, sorry. I'll try to fix it. I don't know what it is. Because here is showing that it's working perfectly. I don't know why. Sorry for that. I'll check for the next one. Um, so I have two arts that I made for my inner child. I'll show you my first one. So this, go back to the camera. So this was the first one that I made when I did the Cura exhibition 2 years ago. So this is my inner child. Can you see the T-shirt, the Chico Bento, the character here? the Chico Bento from the magazine. Um, so I put him playing like with a train, the grounding as with a train. I put him as an angel. He's smiling, always smiling, with sunglasses. I used to wear sunglasses when I was young, but if you can see, there's a shadow here that he's crying. At the time, there was some pain, some things to be healed. So I decided to put him as a shadow here. To, I was dealing with those things. So this was the one that I made for the exhibition. What else? I think the elements. My collage, they have like, they don't have a lot of elements. I'm very minimalistic. Some people use a lot of elements. I like to use just a few. I'm more worried about the message and the symbols behind. That's my signature. And this is my current one. That is a poster that I'm selling online. Is the reminder from Buddhism called good basic goodness. So basically, tell that everybody was born good, and then we put layers of confusions on top of that. So it's just a reminder from to me that we are all born good. And so this is my inner child now, the happy baby lion with scissors and glue in the third eye because all the kids are in. So this is my child. Again, please feel free to join in the WhatsApp group and share the artwork that you make. I think it would be better if we, like, instead of we spending time here like cutting, if it was something more that I can see what you guys are doing. Definitely we'll be creating together. I'll try to find a way that we can do that, so I can see what you guys are doing. Maybe like a Zoom call. Might be working my work like time. So yeah, that was this the purpose of these lives is to incentivize, to motivate you to create and go on with the journey. The next chapter is, I have a date already. So the next date we'll be talking about karma. So it's chapter 4, and we'll be talking about the different types of karma, and also like family karmas and collective karma and birth karma. And and then this is already booked for the 7th of September, 7 p.m. same time. So I'll send you the link. Like, it's on my YouTube already, so you can sign up to follow the date. And then we'll be doing, the activity for this chapter is your family tree. So this one, I think we can do using Zoom would be better, because this one will be building the tree together. So this one, there's no meditation. We're doing the exercise, so we'll be building. I'll be sending some prompts. So basically, I did this tree with my mom when I was back in Brazil in December last year, and we were doing like, she was collecting leaves, dry leaves from the streets, and to build the leaves of the tree, and then we were making collage using textures from fabrics and things to build the tree. So we'll be doing this together, and then we'll be talking about the symbols behind the structure that you chose for your tree. But no more spoilers. We're still talking about inner child. So yeah, thank you very much for being here. If you stay until the end, uh, in 2 weeks, I guess, 7th of September, 7 p.m., be here again talking about chapter 4, and then I'll be launching a few things for you as well. Enjoy your rest of Sunday. Thank you very much. Bye bye.